Call Bill Clinton defender-in-chief, the former president out stumping for Hillary, appearing to downplay the significance of the FBI probe into her emails, scoffing at how thousands of those emails were later classified, at least 22 of them anyway, reportedly found to contain top-secret information. Listen as Mr. Clinton takes a bold claim and raises a lot of eyebrows with this apology.
Now, you think about this when you go home. If you're driving in a 50-mile-an-hour zone and a police officer pulls you over when you're driving 40, says, I'm sorry, I got to give you a ticket because you know the speed limit here should be 35 and you should have known it. So everybody's all restless about this. Look, this is a game.
Talk about a bank shot, huh? All right, meantime, the 42nd president ran into a buzzsaw of hecklers when he stumped in West Virginia's coal country. A lot of folks there are not at all happy about Hillary's recent promise to phase out coal in favor of renewable energy, a vow she would later try to walk back.
This is where they start screaming because they don't want to hear this. Wait. Look. The difference between us and them is that we listen to them.
I don't know. He's trying to pull a Donald Trump there. Melissa, he did actually, he effectively went after a heckler with the Black Lives Matter group a couple of weeks ago. Of course, then he backtracked, even though I thought he did a pretty good job confronting them. But in this case, he's taking on Hillary's, I think, worst statement ever, that she was going to destroy jobs in the coal industry. You don't say that if you're running for president.
No, I mean, watching these clips makes me feel really old, because I remember when Bill Clinton was smooth and charming and everyone loved him and he was the most gifted politician on earth, and I do not know what has happened. I mean, age is rough on all of us, but he's gotten very cranky. He's always getting into fights with people. The speeding analogy, I thought, was really offensive, because it was really taking this thing that put lives in jeopardy. I mean, I guess when you're speeding, you're being careless, so you could kill people.
Right.
And when you put your email and your server out there, you're putting out information that could get people killed. Other than that, I don't think there's much of an analogy there.
Okay, but that analogy breaks down so quickly. What he's saying is, so the speed limit has changed arbitrarily, and you weren't told, therefore you're going to get a ticket, you're going to get in trouble. The difference is his wife was allowed to set the speed limit. His wife was the one who was able to determine and create information that was automatically classified. There is no comparison.
Well, in Harris, she signed a document saying that she would treat these emails as secret information.
Well,
she violated the terms of a document that she signed. And it wasn't hard to understand. It was 2 pages. It was pretty simple language. She signed it.
Well, everybody on her staff who would have had connection with anything that she was touching, too. I mean, this is a course, a 2-page course. It's basically, you just read it, that everybody goes through. But Kennedy hits the nail on the head. It isn't just that, you know, did you know the difference between what was classified and what wasn't? It doesn't matter how it was marked. You're one of the markers. Did you know that the speed limit was 55 instead of 70? It doesn't matter. You put up the signs and you print them. I mean, come on. Are we supposed to believe that after over time that she just didn't know what the rules were? I mean, that is such a suspension of belief. So it leaves me with 2 questions. Mrs. Clinton, did you choose not to do your job the right way, or did you not know how to do your job, and why didn't you get help? I mean, as president, if you make it that far, if you don't know how to do something, are you going to hire somebody who does?
But I'll defer to Judge Andrew Napolitano, who's often a one lucky guy on this couch, who has adamantly said that the FBI has overwhelming evidence to indict and convict Hillary Clinton. But he is stuck to saying that she continually calls this a security review, right? The State Department conducts security reviews. This is the FBI. This is a criminal investigation. If Judge were sitting here, I'm sorry, Judge, I'm speculating on this, but I could imagine that he would say to Bill Clinton, tell that to the FBI investigators, the many of them who are conducting this investigation, that this probe is a game.
Sandra, I just want to ask, because you traded commodities and everything. This administration, and Hillary wants to continue this, has made an effort to destroy one part of the energy industry, the coal business. And they've gone a long way in destroying a number of companies. We put them up. We've seen their stock fall to zero in many cases. Thousands of people out of work. Coal, Here's Bill Clinton picking on people that defended the coal industry.
But I think
I think that's a very bad strategy.
And this feeds right back into Donald Trump, because Donald Trump has owned that fact, and you have heard him many times on the campaign trail reference that fact and rally voters voters on it.
Yeah, absolutely right. And you know what? If you don't like coal, if coal is too dirty, renewable energy is not quite there yet, and it's certainly not going to employ people who are hurting in places like West Virginia. And why don't you allow for fracking and be honest about that and how it's a much cleaner way.
By the way, if you're driving a Tesla or another electric car, you're using coal.
Of course you are.
You're
What do you
burning
think
coal
powers
to
your
power
brain?
the electric car.
Oh my goodness.
All right.